everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, definitely hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell down below so that you'll never miss another upload. In today's video, I did want to talk a little bit about how I have been growing my hair. As you already may know, I did do my big chop about almost 2 years ago. Coming up this August will make 2 years since I have done my big chop. And a few of you have asked me how I have grown my hair in such a short period of time. So in today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit how I have been growing my hair out. So basically when I did my big chop, I was already about 2 years into the transitioning process, which basically gave me a head start to where I wanted to be at in my hair growth journey. So my longest piece of hair went about to my armpits. So when I big chopped, I had a good starting point. I wasn't just like a TWA or really short afro. I did have a pretty good length when I did big chop. So that's about 2 years in. So it seems maybe a lot faster than it actually was, but I think on average my hair grows pretty fast. So basically when I big chopped, I, number one, didn't know what I wanted to do to my hair. I know I didn't want to put heat on my hair, and I knew that I didn't want to try to experiment with too many styles because, to be quite honest, I didn't know what to do with my hair. I didn't know whether to do a wash and go. I didn't know whether to just put it up in a bun. But what I did do for probably the first year after I big chopped, I left my hair absolutely alone. Protective stylings for a full year. So that's a full year of not doing anything to my hair. No manipulation, no nothing. So I felt like keeping my hands out of my hair contributed a lot to the hair growth and just maintaining the length that I already did have, because I didn't see that I had split ends or that I even really needed a trim. So another thing that I did was to basically set up a hair regimen for myself as far as my porosity and my hair type. So I am type 4, very kinky hair, and also I have, I'd say, about medium density hair, and I am low porosity, so I definitely like to have a lot of moisture in my routine, and I like to deep condition every time I wash my hair, which is bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. And I do have a video on my actual regimen and the products that I use, so I will put that somewhere at the top of the screen just in case you guys want to check that out. So I feel like just having a good hair regimen specifically dedicated to your hair type and your porosity is also a good way to make sure you maintain and keep your hair, you know, growing and maintaining the length and making sure that you're putting products in your hair that are good for you and your hair type. So another thing that I do, since I'm natural, like I 100% have to detangle in sections. So I will always keep a spray bottle handy so that I have that. So I like to just spray down my hair and gently detangle it before I wash it. And then also in the shower, I will also, you know, go in sections and wash my hair so that it's not clumping and retangling up, so that I'm able to, you know, prevent breakage and prevent me from just completely pulling out my hair, because that will happen. And then you end up getting a lot of shedding and just over manipulation if you don't keep your hair in sections. It is a must. So that is another way that I am able to retain my length and, you know, keep my hair from breaking off, is by doing that. So it's also important while you're detangling your hair to make sure you're using tools that are going to be dedicated towards your hair type. So for me, since I'm tangled hair, type 4 hair, very kinky hair that will just retangle if I don't keep it in sections, I have to make sure that I'm detangling with a wide tooth comb at all times. And then also I use a Demnon brush when I am breaking any product through my hair, any conditioner. I will use the wide tooth comb in combination with a Demnon brush. So another thing that I've been doing, specifically the beginning of this year, I was just like, you know, my hair is growing. I want to just not feel guilty about using heat on my hair, because I know a lot of people who are natural, especially on YouTube, are like, oh my god, don't use heat damage, and you can't use a flat iron, and you can't use a flat iron or a blow dryer this many times a year. It's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want with my hair, but I'm gonna make sure it's healthy. And you know, I'm not following what anybody else is doing on YouTube. I'm doing me. Okay, I'm doing me. So if anybody has a problem with it, oh well. So I decided to use heat in moderation, and my hair has been doing absolutely fine with using it in moderation. I don't flat iron my hair all the time. I'd say maybe every 6 to 8 weeks I might flat iron it, but I do use a blow dryer. I feel like every maybe 1 or 2 times a month. Sometimes I do use a blow dryer. So I don't feel like using a blow dryer has made my hair weak or has made it break off or split ends. It honestly has not. So I mean, I feel like my hair is still strong. Now what I do is that I will use a protein treatment once a month to make sure that my hair is strong, and to make sure that my hair isn't breaking off and it stays strong. So another thing that I do is just make sure that I am visually looking at my ends, just to make sure that there's no split ends. There's no, I don't feel like I can 100% completely get around the single strand knots, although I do still see some of my hair. I just do like the search and destroy method to just get rid of those as I see them. But as far as needing like a really good trim, since I've been natural, I have not needed a good trim more than once a year. Now I will, you know, go in and get a trim maybe about once a year, but that's all that I felt like I've needed since I've been natural. And even when I go to the salon, she just really doesn't cut that much off. So even after a year of going without a trim, my ends are still not that bad. She only has to trim maybe like an inch off, which is not bad at all. So another thing that I always do, and I've done since I was relaxed, I always make sure my hair is wrapped up at night, whether it's like a silk scarf or a bonnet. Please keep your hair wrapped up at night. For me, I like this satin bonnet, which I got from Walmart, or you can get ones like this online. And I like this one because it has the strings, the drawstrings at the bottom, so you can make it as big as you want. So if you have like rollers or flexi rods or something in your hair, then it could stretch out to be bigger, and then you can make it smaller. The purpose of a bonnet is for me to be able to maintain the moisture in my hair. So it's just something that I've always did, and it definitely helps me maintain the length in my hair as well. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is just in general living a healthy lifestyle. I know people say that a lot, but it really does help. I find when I'm drinking a lot of water and I'm eating healthy, you know, all the food groups in my diet, the lean protein, the whole grains, fruits and vegetables, when I'm being as healthy as I possibly can, which I try to be. I can't say that I always am, but the majority of the time I'm pretty good with my diet, so that helps a lot as well. And then also I exercise about 4 times a week as well, so that really helps. It's really going to reflect in your overall health, as well as your hair growth, and you know, retaining your hair length and not getting that breakage and all that good stuff. So that is basically it. That's pretty much all that I do. Seriously, simple, easy. That's it. Pretty simple. So if anybody has any questions for me, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.